Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. And today I'm going to show you how to hit a home run, or more specifically, how to strike the ball correctly to give yourself the best opportunity to hit a home run and hit the ball as hard as you possibly can. Let's go ahead and get started. So if we're wanting to hit a home run, the first thing we need to understand is how that actually happens through the swing, the actual physics of what happens when the bat makes contact with the ball and how it's supposed to leave the bat. I see this a lot with my younger guys. They're all wanting to swing up at the ball and hit the ball up in the air, and they think that's how you hit a home run. But the true source, the true power of hitting a home run is through backspin and hitting the proper amount of backspin off the baseball. So when we hit this ball as hard as we possibly can, we have a round ball coming into a round bat. What happens is we catch this ball very incrementally, slightly lower than center, and what happens is we get backspin that comes off of the barrel, and that's what gives the ball lift, length, and speed. Okay, so if you ever seen those balls that get hit out of the ballpark and they get hit and it looks like they catch another gear and they rise up, that's hitting the ball with lots of backspin. That's really crushing it right there. Or if you just see those balls that get into the gap really fast and seem like they're just hit just incredibly hard, like it gets to the fence faster than you can imagine, that's backspin. That's how you're hitting backspin. So if that's hitting the ball as hard as we possibly can, our goal as a hitter should be to create that backspin as often as possible. And how we create that backspin as often as possible is we put ourselves in the best possible mechanical position to give ourselves the best chance to hit this ball as hard as we possibly can, or get that backspin as perfectly as we can every single time. So to do this, I'm going to revisit one of the things that I'm sure you guys, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm sure you've seen this at some point, the vertical toe line that comes up out of our stance. Okay, so the vertical toe line that draws straight up out of our stance, I've always talked about we want to keep our hands in front of that vertical toe line, and this is the key reason why. This is how we can create the most amount of backspin on a consistent basis. Okay, so if we keep our hands in front of that vertical toe line, we create bat lag as we're going to the ball, release that bat lag. That's going to be the most efficient path that we can take to the baseball that will result in more shots with backspin. Now, the other side of that is taking the hands behind the vertical toe line. We know by now, if we've, like I said, if we follow the pro swing system, where we've seen a lot of the YouTube videos for Pro Speed Baseball, we know that the hands get buried. What has to happen is these hands have to shoot out past us, and they have to go out away from us, and then they have to get pulled back in. Okay, so what happens more times than not is these guys will get the hands buried behind us and they'll end up spinning. And when they spin, that's going to make the bat want to drop down a lot quicker. So it's going to make the bat want to drop, the bat head drop a lot quicker. I'm over exaggerating, of course. And what happens here is we get more of a top spin shot, very similar to tennis, where guys are trying to hit a top spin shot, and we get more of that top spin strike with the baseball bat. So the bat's almost being released as if we were trying to hit a lot of topspin in ping pong or tennis. Now, this doesn't happen every time, and the reason why it doesn't happen every time, something very crucial that you need to understand about the baseball swing, is that this is a round bat, this is a round ball, and we can swing incorrectly and hit the ball correctly. So I can actually take the hands back behind this line, spin around, swing up in that topspin motion, still catch the ball very well, catch the ball perfect, and hit the ball out of the ballpark. Okay, that's all fine and great, but the point is, in baseball, is we want to have a high batting average and we want to hit home runs. That's the epitome of being a baseball player. We want to hit the ball with a lot of power, a lot of authority, and still hit for a high average. I know I like getting multiple hit games, and I'm sure you guys like getting multiple hit games too. So if we know that we can make a bad swing and still make good contact, we should know that we're not going to be able to do that nearly as consistently as if we had an efficient swing that we could have the best chance of making the right contact every single time we go to the plate. So if we know that we can do this, that we can make those bad swings and still make good contact, we'd have to know that if we're making bad swings, we're just not going to have that good of a chance to make contact every single time we go up. So by making the simple adjustment in your swing and getting the hands in front of the toe line and really making sure that you get your power from lagging the bat behind the hands and releasing it into the ball, that's how you're going to start being able to get to the ball as efficiently as possible. You're not going to have to rely on timing nearly as much, as because when the hands are back here, it's going to take a lot more time to get the hands around to the ball, versus if they're in front of that vertical toe line, they can go straight there, with lots of efficiency, lots of speed. And one of the big questions I've gotten about keeping the hands in front of the vertical toe line is, can you still swing the bat with a lot of speed? Well, personally, when I was playing, I could swing the bat over 100 miles an hour, swinging exactly this way. And there's other big hitters in the game, which I'll put a couple videos of some really good hitters here that you'll see that swing at really high speeds while still keeping their hands in front of that vertical toe line that comes up out of the ground. And one thing I really wanted to address, which I found was very, very cool, was I found a down the line view of Robinson Cano. I know a lot of you guys out there like Robinson Cano. I've gotten a lot of emails about him and how he has a big shoulder turn, and it doesn't really run congruent with what we teach here at Pro Speed Baseball. But this is I'm going to show you guys this picture right here. It's a very cool picture because you can see this is the picture from at the end of his load. His hands are still in front of his feet and in front of that vertical toe line. He overloads the shoulder, which makes it, in my opinion, makes it pretty darn difficult. He does it really well. It makes it pretty darn difficult to get back to contact. But because his hands stay in such a good position, it gives him that ability to get back to contact with consistency at the plate. So now that I've yapped a lot about keeping the hands in front of the vertical toe line, you've seen some good examples. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you guys a really cool drill that you can start working on getting backspin in your own game, okay? So what we're going to do is, this is a very cool drill. We're going to take the tee and we're going to put it very, very low in the stance. So this would represent a very low strike. And what you're going to do here is you're going to really concentrate on keeping those hands in front of the vertical toe line, and you're going to make swings to where they go just to right center field, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a very specific point out in the field, and I'm going to have this set up about where the second baseman would be playing at double play depth. So if you can see this mat right here, I'll go ahead and mark it. That's going to be my target point. Okay, so what this is going to do, if we keep our hands in front of this line and we try to hit this low ball at that target, it's going to make us create bat lag and stay through the ball long enough to create that backspin. Okay, so what we're going to do, keep those hands in front of that vertical toe line, attempt to hit the ball at that second baseman double play depth position, and make sure we hold a nice finish, and we should get really nice backspin on this ball. Okay, so that's all I did there. I kept my hands in front of the vertical toe line. Because I was trying to hit over there, it made me create nice bat lag, okay? And just with a nice balanced finish, and because the ball was low, it made me swing in a slightly descending angle on the ball, which is going to help create the backspin. That's why that ball went from low to high with a lot of authority. It had that nice backspin on it, and that is the key to really hitting the ball with authority and hitting home runs. So if you're wanting to hit home runs and you're wanting to train how to hit home runs, this is an excellent drill to do, making sure you're hitting those checkpoints where the hands stay in the front of the vertical toe line and that you are attempting to hit the ball, the low ball, at that second baseman double play depth position. And if you do enough reps of this, guys, and you make sure you have the right tee setup, you set this tee up just like you do in the perfect tee setup, it's just going to be a little lower. You're going to be well on your way to getting lots and lots of reps, to feeling this backspin coming off the bat, and it'll start showing up more and more in your swing. I recommend you get a good 100 to 200 repetitions on this drill, so you can get a lot of reps in with those hands in front of the vertical toe line, creating bat lag and feeling that backspin off of the bat. Guys, do these drills and you're going to really start feeling how to strike the ball properly and how to get that effortless ball speed that you see get shot off into the outfield and over the fence, and those hard shots that just get to the fence quicker than anybody can turn their head. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and it started teaching you how to really get good backspin and really starting how to maximize that speed through the zone. And if you're looking for even further instruction, maybe more personalized one-on-one instruction, I would highly recommend checking out our new unlimited online reviews program at prospeedbaseball.com, where you can work one-on-one with me or another certified Pro Speed Baseball instructor by simply sending in an unlimited amount of videos every single month and receive virtually instant feedback on your mechanics, where we help you work step by step through every facet of your game to get you game, tryout, and showcase ready. Guys, if you liked the video, I really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, or +1 this video on Google. That really helps me grow the channel, and I appreciate it every single time you guys do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Good luck with your games, good luck with your swings, and I'll see you guys soon.